moved.
So good evening.
Jesus, don't shout at me.
Good evening.
God, you're loud.
Good evening.
Here, it seems VC have sorted the problems out with the sound.
Oh, don't. Fuck.
No, it's been a pain, hasn't it?
I wouldn't, take that as gospel. We were using Zoom the other night for the bitches, and about 5 minutes before the end of the show, nothing but screeching from our side. It was like, what the hell? Nobody touched anything. The whole thing just went mad. Then, about 5 minutes after the show ended, the microphone fixed itself.
Oh, God. That's always a way,
So,
isn't it?
good evening, Manic. Good evening, Village. Good evening, Mr. Nash.
And Jude. Hey, Jude.
And Jude. And, hello, Elizabeth.
Hello.
Hey, Liz. Lovely Liz.
My camera just reset itself back to...
I know, camera says no tonight. Whoa, close up. No, not that close, I can see my spots.
Oh,
dear.
wrong way. There we go.
God, I've caught the sun, haven't I?
Where?
On my face.
So good evening, folks, and welcome back to the Vape Lounge NI. We had a week off due to illness. Michelle had got the largy. She had then passed it on to me as well, so the two of us weren't that great last Sunday night.
I'm only sharing, folks, I'm being nice.
Well, you know what they say. Problem shared is a problem halved.
Sharing is caring.
Sharing is caring.
Sharing is caring.
And then today we were at Portrush,
Oh my God, that was so much fun.
and I will never be back to 55 degrees north again. They've put the
Why?
prices up, they've made the portions smaller, and the service was crap.
Wow.
And I wasn't
You
impressed.
should have went to that. You should have went to that. What was that place we went to?
Adelphi?
Aye, that's the one. You should have went up there.
I know, but by the time we went to the White Rocks first, and then by the time we got into Portrush, we were all hungry, and so I parked in these.
Went to the first place you found.
Yeah, but normally number 55 is quite nice, but no, it wasn't that good. Folks, I do apologise if any of you were watching TVP and Mo. TVP had gone live early because there was no salves, but he just put Mo in. I did see that they put a thing out, and I do apologise to Mo. Well, no, I don't apologise to Mo and TVP. We go live at 9 o'clock on a Sunday night. So
Hey, there's more than enough YouTube for everybody.
I am a tube, so what?
We're all tubes.
I wasn't going to say words.
So, since we've got a couple of people in, well, 10 people in.
Hey, Saint. Sainty.
Hey, yes,
I
Sandy.
sent
Sandy, no matter how bad I was going to feel tonight, I still had to come on because I was missing Sandy. I was getting Sandy withdrawal symptoms.
Oh, were you missing the insults?
Yep. I was, because I've had a week of niceties.
Even with me being ill, I've actually been not bad, apparently.
I've had weeks of niceties all week.
Hiya, AVC.
Hi, IVC. How are you, mate?
Hey, Shane.
Shane. Max, you come to say hello? Come here, Max. So, folks, we've got
There
another
he is.
caster tonight.
It's a wee sheepy.
Yes, we have a furry guest.
We have a furry guest, Maximus. Oh, Max.
Hey, Max.
Maxie boy.
Can you really come with Castor because you're not a cat?
Like, you're famous now, doggo.
No. Your baby's adorable.
You're on YouTube.
That wee face.
You're on YouTube.
He's like, no, let me go back to sleep.
Yeah.
I am Melinda.
Hey, Melinda.
Hmm?
Wow, is that the rain on out there?
That is the rain on. Look, I forgot to close him.
Oh, we got back just in time.
You alright, my boy? Oh, no, he's getting jealous.
Yeah, well, according to Cool FM radio news this afternoon, there's thunderstorms due tonight, so...
Na, 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 na,
Do you know what, I quite
No,
like
that's
it.
thunderstruck.
It's been quite warm, so when it's normally hot and then the rain comes in fast, normally there is a bit of a rumble.
Yeah,
So-
no, there's been thunder about, especially up here for the last few days. It's been very, very heavy. My headache's been fucking colossal. We really do need a good thunderstorm to clear that air.
Oh, I love thunder. I love
Me
a
too.
big occasional light show.
Village, that squonker is beautiful.
I've got a
Oh, I
speaker.
know, isn't
Oh,
it?
yeah, I saw that.
Oh. Absolutely gorgeous. I think I would be squirreling away some pennies to get Jay to do me a nice custom.
Yeah. And
Box
Melinda,
mod.
it's not just as easy if it gets down to Queensland. That's the other fucking side of the world. No matter how many holes we've dug, we still haven't dug our way down there yet.
Yeah, let's just go for a day trip.
Yeah, just take a day trip down. It only takes 24 hours to get there and 24 hours back.
Yeah, so a day trip turns into a 3-day trip.
Yeah. So, Bunny.
Yes.
What are you vaping? What are you vaping on? I'll not ask why Darren's got tissues beside the bed.
that's
I think
not
you haven't
beside
stand
the
there, Bunny.
That's not beside the bed. Bed's over there now. Yeah,
is it?
he moved everything. Hence why I'm sitting at a different angle.
I
I
like
come
that.
home from work last weekend and everything changed. It was like, what the hell have you done?
Well, it's pretty
Oh,
cool.
he's got a picture in the background now as well, so he's got like...
That's always been there.
Yeah,
you
you've just never
you
seen
just
it
see the
before.
red normally.
Yeah, because we're sitting at a completely different angle. Like you say, bed's over at that side of the room. There's a sofa there now.
Where's the rack?
The what?
Where's the rack?
Oh, it's over there.
I was about to say something totally different there.
Hi, Max! He just appeared!
Oh, he hears people over the window when he hears people going past outside.
Ah, right. Yeah, he's just being a nosy Parker. But yeah, anyway, back to what I'm vaping on. I have some purple lovelies.
Yeah.
Look at
You
that.
see, that
You
colour's
got
alright.
them. I know, but it was
Look
out
at
of
that.
stock when I bought mine. Only there was only
Look
the
at
green
that
one.
gorgeous little beastie.
So I got the green. Maybe I'll do it for a giveaway when I hit 2k.
No, it's your green crown cat.
No, because
Michelle, don't listen to him just because he doesn't like green.
I've said that. It's nothing to do with me, what she has.
Exactly.
no, but it's putting me off
More-
the colour
more to the
green
point.
now. Like I
More
feel
to the
like I
point,
don't
he doesn't like
anymore.
green, so keep it.
Did you hear that?
That's true, yeah. I'll keep
Yeah.
it
Use
just
it
for...
every single day.
Yeah,
In
just
front
like
of
wind him up with it, you know.
It's
Yeah.
gonna be my Halloween mod, I think.
Exactly. So don't get rid of it. No getting rid of the green. Not
So-
allowed. We have to be crown twinsies.
Yes.
So
What are you,
not allowed.
supplementing in that then?
Yeah, what's
Well,
your
in
flavour?
that I have Vampire Vapes shorts, blue cocktail,
Ooh, is it nice?
which is yes, it is really rather lovely. I have to say, I only opened that on Friday afternoon, and that's nearly empty already.
Nah.
Yeah, so this wee thing's a bit of a guzzler.
It is, yeah, it is a guzzler. What's the profile on that juice though? Is it like blue?
Well, I get their range in of these ones, and they're sort of based on like cocktails, like drinks, and
Yeah.
that one is very much like a Blue Lagoon.
I've never tried that. I'm guessing
You've
like
never had a Blue Lagoon?
No, no.
She's very limited in her...
I'm a virgin, remember?
I take it you only borrowed the Wayne's then?
Yeah.
Alright, okay. When do you
Immaculate
hit getting them
conceptions.
back?
They've gone. That's why it's quiet. That's why we do this. You know?
Yeah, is it gone?
Ah, right, so you've handed them back already. Oh, well, there you go.
What coffee mug, Melinda?
He's got
How's the
coffee.
coffee? But
Oh.
empty at the minute.
Oh.
Yeah,
Chop,
that was
chop,
a subtle
Drew.
hint.
Chop,
Chop, chop.
Well, give me a glass
Up
of
to it already.
cider.
Oh,
I got
yes. Oh, yes, you could do that actually. He's going to give me cider instead. That works for me.
I could do with some of that.
And Michelle got round her ban and buying herself mugs. She bought me one
How?
instead.
I see.
I didn't buy him one, the kids did.
Well, the kids bought me one. And they got me a stepdaddy card.
I just sent them subtle
Oh,
hints. I was
nice.
like,
Nice.
oh, it was cute.
But yeah, I've got my
I love
kilo
that.
1K.
I'm on my last
and-
pod.
I have dewberry fruits in here.
Oh, you should
Which
try
really
the
rather
iced
yum.
one. The iced one's really nice. It's not too icy.
I will.
If you
I
get
get this one sent, and I got the dewberry fruits pods with it. That's just what I'm vaping in it. Although
It's heaven.
McGenius sitting here was able to figure out how to, take it
Yeah.
apart and refill it, and he has another one of the pods sitting there filled with the Havana pod salt, the tobacco one, and it's really rather nice, I have to say.
It
Yeah,
is.
I've kept all my empty pods because I know there is
I've
waste.
also got my smoked Nord, and in that I have some mango nut from Momo E-Liquids Nick Salt range. If you like mango and coconut, you will love
John,
this
hope-
stuff.
hope-
It is amazing.
I hope the nurse is gentle with you. And hi, Mr. Morgan.
Hi Ian. How are you, hon? So yeah, well that's all I'm on tonight. It's just those three. So.
Unless you want to, like, borrow some of the stuff that's sitting, or like the kelpie sitting right there.
Oh yeah, I do
You
have
got
a
a kelpie.
yes, I do. I have a kelpie, and I borrowed his old X Cube too, so I have that sitting there.
How you liking the
Uh,
kelpie?
I have this what's it? Get Loose Aegis, and it is the lime mojito. That's that on the go. Oh yes, I have another one of these vampire vapes short fill range. This one I was actually quite blown away by. It's rhubarb and ginger.
Ginger.
I didn't like it when I tried it.
I was pleasantly surprised by this one. I didn't think I would like it because I'm not really a big lover of ginger in a vape. But that works. That is really, really good. So I've that on the dot mod RDA with the
That's such a cute setup. I saw that on your photo earlier and I was like, oh, that's actually
well
quite
the mod Starins, the RDA I've had for coming up to 4 years now, and I actually thought I had lost it, and it was in a drawer.
It's
So
such a
yeah, I
pretty-
dug that out the other night, and
It's
I've
really
been using
pretty.
it, been reacquainting myself with it. It's been about 2.5, nearly 3 years since the last time I used it. So
It's a real pretty blue, that. You need to get a
Uh-huh.
matchy mod for it, man.
I do, don't I?
Yes.
Yeah,
Jesus,
but
I got
that
a big
is
forehead.
actually
It's not that big.
It's huge.
It's because you've got a big brain.
Or he's going bald.
So my forehead's tiny, I've got no brains in there. I sneezed them all out last week.
that's all right. He tried doing that this afternoon. I thought I could violently sneeze. He scares me at times.
Yes, but I just normally sneeze either once or twice.
Yeah, I suppose that's true. Usually, whenever I go, I'm away for about 20 minutes, and I end up bruising ribs.
I hate sneezing. It's so horrible.
See, I wouldn't mind if it was just a normal sneeze, but with me, it's not. It's a violent sneeze, and it actually does hurt. I pulled a muscle on my side. Pulled a muscle on my side last week sneezing.
I think kids are scary. I have sneezing fits where I don't just sneeze once, I sneeze like about 1,000,000 times. And I'm just like, ugh!
Question: what is the better, more affordable squonker devices you would recommend for a first-time squonker? Topside.
Topside or a Rage if you.
No, I wouldn't say topside because the topside, while it's a fantastic mod, it's a little bit on the pricey side. Single battery option is probably about the best one out there, but it is a bit pricey. Whereas if you don't mind using something a bit bigger that's dual battery, I would actually go with the Geek Vape G Box. For an entry level squonker, it's fully regulated. It uses 2 batteries, so you've got battery life for a good while on it.
It is, but what I would
but
also
it is-
recommend,
The downside to that is it is quite large.
if you went for the G box, invest in the softer bottles.
Yeah. But for an entry level single battery squonker, I would go with the 80 watt pulse squonker.
Squeeze?
See, I've
Oh,
heard mixed.
Yes! Pico Squeeze, I actually
They probably
forgot
burst
about
the
that
tape,
one.
didn't
Yep, and they
Oh, is that the really
released
tiny
the new one. Yeah.
Yeah.
The E-Leaf one.
Yeah.
Great wee mod. I'd actually forgotten about that.
I would say spend the extra bit of money and get the topside single.
Yeah,
But even the Rage is quite good as
Or-
well, though.
Melinda, because you've got you've quite biggish hands. The topside dual. The topside dual. The battery life on this is fantastic. It's actually a bit small for me.
Yeah.
I'm actually finding.
yeah, but you've got big hands, but so that's all well and good for you. But for the likes of us that don't,
Bonnie, your hands aren't much bigger than mine, or smaller than mine.
I mean, I think that's big for my hands, to be fair. I mean, what's
Yours
not?
aren't much smaller than mine. The topside dual, due to the shape of it, it's not as elongated as the pulse or as the single. So it's not as long that way. And I don't know, it actually fits the single.
oh yeah, everybody's saying about the top side there, and I know it is worth the extra money, but maybe somebody could be on a budget and might not be able to afford it. That's why I was putting a few other options out there for other things.
But the thing about it is, would you rather save? When they're saying about save and wait until October to get one, would you not rather save that for an extra couple of months and get something that's actually worth the money getting, or get something to make do? I would rather save, get the extra money together.
Well, if it's not an emergency, like I say, by all means, save up your money and get the mod you're after, the topside dual or whatever one you want. But if the person needed it sort of relatively soon, then there's other. I'm just making them aware of other options. Me, I would fall all over the topside all day, every day, and twice on Sundays.
See, even the Rage was good though. The Rage is, and I don't think that's as costly anymore.
No, they've come.
Is it?
Yeah, they've come down a bit in price, but they are, for somebody on a budget, they would have to hang on for a couple of weeks to gather up the pennies for it. But
and then Liz makes a good point. The problem with other skunkers, sometimes the smaller ones can be really fiddly and awkward to work with.
Yeah.
Like the problem I have with the Rage is every time, or not the Rage, the
Pulse.
No, the G-Box is every time you open the battery. Every time you open to refill the bottle for the batteries would pop out. So you'd be trying to, every time you do that, and then get it down, and then you get covered in juice because you haven't pushed the bottle up just in right for that bung on the top to sit in, and
yeah, I have to admit that is a bit of a massive pain in the arse.
Sainty says the Rage is going cheap at the minute, so.
That's not bad. The top side though is a lot easier to fill, even when you're in a moving vehicle. So
yeah, the fact that it is a top filling system is a real plus point for me anyway, and I think worth the extra money.
So Michelle, what are you vaping on?
I am vaping on my Mi Pod, which has actually got me through the whole weekend. I did have pink haze in it. Pod salt pink haze in it, but I actually found I had a couple of mils left of my bubble blue.
Yeah, I have some of that at home. I haven't cracked into it yet right enough. But.
And so that's now finished now. I've got like the last little dregs in there. It's so good. But I can actually buy some from Vape Club. They've started selling it, so yes, I'm ordering some more of that.
Nice one.
Yeah. But once this is empty, I'm going to put pink haze in it, which is a pink lemonade. It's quite nice.
Oh, lovely.
And then I've also got my Kelpie.
Hi Ryan, who you calling a grumpy shit?
It's got my Kelpie with on the IPV.
Evening sun.
VIT with, I don't know where the bottle is. But that's got some Tropica iced in it from 12 Monkeys.
Nice.
And then I've got my armadillo on top of this thing. What's it? The
Lustro.
Yeah, and that's got.
Now you see, that's a nice colour of blue, and that would go really well with this.
That actually would go nice with that. It would. You're not getting
slightly different shade, but it would still look good.
I think it would go good.
None of you are smiling in this fine Sunday evening. It's raining, Ryan.
It's raining. And
well, it's not raining here actually. It's a bit cloudy, but it's still dry here.
I've got some Riot
might actually go well with that as well.
Apple grenades.
No, the one that Roy has.
Blah blah blah.
Blah 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 blah.
Funny.
You can blame him. He started telling me about how Roy's blue mod would look really good with this dripper.
No,
anyway.
wrong blue.
No, it's
wrong blue.
Yeah. So I've got apple grenade in my armadillo, and I can taste it this week. Yay!
Yay!
Because I couldn't taste it the other day. My taste buds had gone for a holiday.
Well, you had the flu, so you had an excuse.
That's why I
Not the flu. She had a cold.
I just had the cold. It was just a sniffle. But I couldn't.
But you see, if that was you who was suffering from the exact same as her, you'd be laid up in bed for a week crying for the nurse.
Excuse me, no, I've been going through it all week and I'm still battling on.
I pretty much was. Like,
alright, Grumpy, I'm taking the piss.
I was like, nurse, help me, I feel so ill.
Yeah. You see, you men get the sniffles and the instant shouting for the nurse.
That was her doing that.
That was me.
That was her doing all that, not me.
That was me. I was like crying like a little baby.
Right.
Honestly.
I'm on
Such a baby when I'm ill.
the beautiful, beautiful topside black edition.
From the lovely.
I was going to say.
From the lovely.
From Ryan and his better half. Charlotte. On top of it, I have got the armadillo from the crazy Differ crazy vaping person.
Demi Crazy Damper.
Yeah, that one too.
Mr. Armadillo.
From Michelle.
Armadillo.
From Michelle on that. In there, I have got. Who makes this?
Who knows?
Just what's that say?
Just Mistology.
Yeah, Just Mistology.
Oh, that's one of the ones from Gary, isn't it?
Yeah, vape shop.
Yeah.
Coconut macaroon.
That's actually quite nice. I
It's
tried that last time I was in the vape club.
And I did get another bottle as well when I was in. I got Iron Brew from Just Drinks, Just Mistology Drinks range.
How does that compare to the Mr. Popman's Iron Brew?
Couldn't tell you, haven't tried it yet.
Have you not?
No. And it's sitting there to get nicked up and everything else. I have got my Mido.
Oh, I love that mod.
That on it turns.
Yeah, the purple blue.
Purple blue.
Yeah.
I need to
See,
pause
that would just complement my Gen 3 Dual perfectly because that is that purple blue thing going on as well.
Yeah, my Gen 3 Jules like that too.
I saw that.
I got that one.
No, it's got the purple. Yours has got the purple blue. This is blue purple. So
Same thing. Don't
No.
argue.
Same difference.
in that, I have got some pod salt, lemon tart, or lemon cake even,
Nice.
which is rather yummy.
Is that yours or mine?
And then I have got one of the
Aladdin.
best pods around,
Oh, mine's is downstairs.
the Aladdin, with the refillable pod on it. And in there, I've got some pod salt vanilla, which I absolutely adore because it is just a lovely vanilla vape, and it really is. It's so yummy and moreish, and really good.
You always did like your vanillas anyway, though.
Oh, I do. That's because they're telling us what they're vaping on and trying not to fall asleep. I'm on the top side dual
Makes
and Elder Dragon with Screwed Green Apple and the Dove Pull.
Squeezed green apple.
Squeezed.
Screwed, whatever. And the Dove Pull V and Unicorn RDA with a Bueno cheesecake.
Oh,
unicorn.
nice,
Okay.
Cindy. That Bueno cheesecake's amazing.
See, I'm taking your loving. I'm taking your liking the RDA from the Unicorn. It is such a good.
I might
I think it's
have
such a good RDA to use.
I might have rewick mine.
I wouldn't know. I still don't have one. Did you speak to Jay?
You need to get one. I need to speak
I
to
haven't
him.
been able to speak to him yet.
They've got a full
That's alright.
pink, they've got a full pink 3-in-1 setup. I'm like, yes, please.
Yeah. I would say by now that purple one that you had on sale's probably gone already, so.
Ryan's thinking he needs to make a Unicorn purchase.
Oh yes,
Mhm.
Ryan, you certainly do. The flavour is just
At the end
so
of the day,
good.
it's no big emergency. If necessary, I can wait till October and pick one up at Expo.
Speak to him first.
Personally, Bonnie, I would say wait to Expo and get Expo prices.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm going to be whittling down some of my collection that I have at home anyway and get rid of it and squirrel the pennies away and leave them aside for me Unicorn. So
You could always do an auction for them.
Yeah.
I've already got a buyer lined up for a couple of things anyway. So
It's me. No, I'm kidding.
Payday on Friday and I'm on a night shift.
You never know. Send me something that's funny.
Ryan, the good thing about being on night shift on payday, well, I mean, he's got daytime to go out and buy something.
It means you can't just spend it all when you
He
get
could.
paid.
He can because he's got the daytime.
oh, he could. He can shop online.
Oh yeah, I suppose.
There's very few people
It's so
do
bad.
go shopping elsewhere these days.
I want guinea pigs.
You want guinea pigs?
I do. I'm like, let's go to the pet shop.
They're adorable little things, but they are quite high maintenance.
I know, but they're so cute.
I know they're lovely.
I know
Just
what
like-
happened with those.
You should see the fluffy one.
They'll be all cute and fluffy for the first 2 weeks, then it'll be Roy, you look after them.
No.
Nah.
I can't
No.
imagine being.
I
quiet
used to have
inside
I
night
used to have
shift
guinea
is.
pigs.
True, Ryan. True. You're gonna be busy nighting the phones. You're right there, Max. He's
He's
killed out.
like
Is
snoozing. He's like,
They're
oh,
there.
I just made that bed and he's
The
like,
bed. See the bed where it's
Yeah.
pulled back.
Mhm.
that's
I
my
take it
bed.
that was him did that.
Yeah, I made it.
The bed was made, and he just scrambles it away so he can get himself comfortable on the mattress without the quilt. And the first night he stayed, he woke me up at 4 o'clock in the morning by bouncing his 2 front paws on me. Because we tried, his mum's got a box for him and what he sleeps in, and so we tried putting him into it, and he was just crying. He was crying, and it was breaking my heart. So I brought him up to here, and he lay on the bed, and then I say at 4 o'clock in the morning, he was just bouncing on me with his 2 front paws. Hey, you Tetley!
Hey, Taylor. I suppose it's bound to be a shock for wee Max, but you know, because when was the last time your mum and dad went away and left him?
Never.
Exactly. So
Well, they leave him at home alone.
Your mum and dad, aye, but they've gone away for a few days. He's sleeping in a completely different environment, you know. So it's bound to be a bit of a shock for him. There he goes, getting himself comfortable again. There you go, lie down, son.
Tetley, is that any better? Yeah, now he's moved so he can be on camera.
Oh yeah, it's just letting everybody know. Look,
he loves that.
He's fucking adorable.
He loves that park though. Like, see, because I take him for walks around the park in the mornings, and he absolutely loves it. Like he's so good as well. He just don't like bikes. Oh my god.
Oh, he's great.
He doesn't like bikes and other dogs. Oof.
No.
Oh.
But he's such a jealous pup.
He's so cute.
He's so jealous.
Because we can sit here now doing nothing, and we see this.
Mwah.
Mwah, 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 mwah.
He's like, no, you don't. No.
No, you don't. I'm between the two of us.
He's like, give me kisses.
Yeah.
Right, I'm going to again. We've been good now. We'll be good. We'll be good. I promise you.
No more kisses.
We'll be good. Are you ready to come sit on my knee?
No.
No, he wants to play now. You've got him all excited.
Yes, he wants to play.
Come here. On my knee.
Oh. He's like, no. He's like, I can't get comfy now.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
He'll just sit there and like a face off, you know, probably.
No, that's him now. He'll just lie there. He's a better host than me.
He's so cute. He keeps me company during the day, so it's really nice.
Rog, where does that come from?
Michelle gave birth.
Oi! I swear, God, you're sleeping downstairs tonight.
Oh, you're getting kicked out. The dog's getting your side of the bed.
He really has. Oh, he's just lying right across my lap now.
Aye.
His feet up on my arm. But I can't move.
That's him in his comfy spot now then.
So what have you been up to in the last 2 weeks, Bunny? It's bigger than Michelle.
Oi,
Saying hey.
behave.
Talking about height. Went to Barry's today.
I can get on all them rides.
Just
It's like,
What, you're actually tall enough?
just. Like, literally, the thingy comes to, like, the top of my head. So, I'm like, I can get on that ride.
Village, do we need to give you the birds and the bees?
And he's not pink, Rog. As you can see. He's
Try
white.
sharing a bed with a husband, 3 cats who like to bicker over the best spot to sleep.
Oh, God.
And Village, it's the bird and the bee talk. The orgies come later.
So you say.
Well, okay then.
So you say.
Michelle can use the dog as a horse.
He's not that big. I can actually walk him. He's just the right size for me.
Yeah, to get onto him one, right?
These are so mean. Leave me
Oh,
alone,
Cindy,
man.
that was cruel.
These are so
Why is it
mean.
I've now got that image of Lapras?
Puppy shit. Melinda. That's so funny.
How about sheriffs was 4 pussies?
How on earth did autocorrect turn sleeps into sheriffs?
I don't know.
He's the sheriff. I run the sheriff.
Oh,
I am
yeah.
the sheriff.
Oh, aye.
Who shot the sheriff?
Hey, Casey.
Hey, Casey.
Where's Casey? I don't see him.
Yeah, Casey's in.
Oh, there he is. Hey.
Casey, have you got VC?
Come join us.
Bonnie looks scared.
That's because I know what the wee shit's like.
It's alright, I got the hang up button.
Nah, that's true.
What's Roy done to his head?
He got it
I
shot.
had a fallout with Flymo.
Max headroom. Well, folks!
God, I used to love Max Headroom when I was younger.
I've never heard of it.
I thought he was epic.
What?
Who's that?
You've never heard of Max Headroom. Roy, educate her.
I haven't heard of nothing.
Well, Casey, if you haven't got VC, then you can't join the call.
Just download it. It takes like 2 seconds.
Mm.
Which about 2 minutes.
It was me, Roy. But don't worry, I didn't shoot the deputy.
Oh, village. Naughty. Sent to jail for you, boy.
I shot the sheriff,
I know that song.
but I didn't shoot the deputy. I shouldn't sing, because when I sing, Sainty gets angry. When Sainty gets angry,
You get trolled.
that's why I should sing more, because I misses trolling.
No, you
Yeah.
think it's raining bad in Ballymena already? You know.
It's been such a manic week this week, because we were out Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Mm.
Been a busy one.
Yeah,
And
I've seen your page has been rather busy. I see you got your merch through as well for that.
It's working as well. It's great.
The merch
It looks really,
It
really
works.
good.
Mm-hmm.
Grab one of the hoodies there. Got t-shirt, hoodie,
Roy just put.
I don't know if you can see that or not.
yeah.
Picture lamp,
I
right?
wrote.
That's the front.
And in the back.
Yeah, that's lovely. It's come up really, really good.
Stands out so bright.
It is so bright, even on that camera it's bright.
Yeah.
But,
Just
lovely.
need to get like a Facebook like a badge or something.
Yeah, because
So
there's
people
I
know.
forgot to put the Facebook thing. But that's the sort of thing that I'm going to get for Roy's reviews. And Michelle. Vaping or Michelle, Vaping with Michelle and Roy's reviews.
Vaping with me. Yeah.
Oh, Melinda, we're actually using a completely different mic.
Although it didn't fix itself.
Yes.
5 minutes after.
Yes, it
That's right.
fixed itself 5 minutes after we came off air on Friday night, but then we got a new mic yesterday and have it plugged in, so we're now using the Blue Snowball instead of using the mic that's built into the webcam.
I never liked the mic that was built into the webcam in the C90. Or C290?
C920 even.
C920, that's the one. I'm dyslexic. Leave me be.
Well, we never had a problem with it until the other day. Whenever I was doing one of my live streams, it decided to mute itself. And then on Friday night, it decided to let out a really high-pitched scream.
Oh,
Deafened everybody in chat. It was good night headphone users. So we had to mute out for the last 5 minutes of the show. And then 5 minutes after the show ended, hey presto, it decided to fix itself. But then thanks to the very lovely Steve Dave, VH Reviews, he got a new mic yesterday, so gave us the Blue Snowball.
nice.
So
That's-
yeah, you're damn right. It was painful, Melinda. I have no idea what happened.
You've a bit of echo in Bunny. I don't hear there's no echo on this side from Bunny at all.
No, I
At
don't
all.
hear an
No.
echo.
You know, I was actually saying for once the VC
Seems to have
audio
sorted it.
is absolutely
Yeah.
fantastic for a change. And I'm leaning back, folks, because the dog is lying right across me. Oh, did you hear the word dog? No, you heard a car. Right, Maxie, gonna move you onto the bed, wee man. Sorry.
It's
There
so
you go.
sweet.
So,
Oh,
But yeah.
look at that wee look!
He's
Wee
like,
face.
no, what did you do? He's like, I was comfy.
sorry, wee man.
Oh,
You want him back on again?
yeah.
No.
No.
Maybe.
So, but yeah, so that's what I'm thinking for the for my merch for the Roy's reviews. The polo shirts are like that. with the writing on that side, and then maybe something on the back. I don't know. That's the back of the t-shirts. They're polo neck t-shirts, and then
Nice.
I know they're expensive. I haven't even got one up here. The soft shell jackets as well.
Yeah.
But so you're looking at.
Well, you know, they may be expensive, but they're worth it because you know yourself how many times I tried to nick that other one of yours.
How much? How much is the t-shirts going for at the minute normally? The merchant just for the normal t-shirts.
Sort of anywhere sort of between like sort of 12 to like 17, 18 pound.
Because it's probably looking at polo shirts at 15 quid.
That's good value.
Stitched.
That is really good. That is really good value because most other places that do merch it's just printed.
Yeah. The hoodies between 20 to 22. And the soft shell jackets in around the 30 mark.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's very reasonable.
But the thing about it is, it's one of those where other reviewers, there just might be the initial wee setup cost at the start to get their image digitized. Because I'm not going to go with an image. I'm just going to go with writing instead.
Yeah.
To get the image digitized, or if they can supply a digitized image of it for the machine, that the costs are down low. I'm not out to make any money on the merch at all. Not. It's not why I would do anything merchy wise. Right, out of there, out of the wires. Come on. Out of the wires. Good boy. I wouldn't do anything. I don't see the point in trying to make money. Just in the merch, because at the end of the day, it's somebody advertising for me.
Yeah.
Yep. So
no, that's very good on the pricing because I know the sort of standard of the quality of the work that he puts out. So, in my opinion, worth every penny.
it is. Whenever you do see the standard of his work, that's to me what it is, and I say it's not. It's actually good quality merchandise as well. It's not Fruit of the Loom.
Yeah, it's not cheap rubbish.
The hoodies are just hoods, and there's even metal around the eyelets, but know where the drawstrings are.
Yeah.
So there's metal around the edge of those.
Yes, so they're protected at least.
Yeah, and the t-shirts then are Henbury.
Okay.
You could go with Fruit of the Loom t-shirts, but he said if you went with Fruit of the Loom t-shirts, by the time you washed them the third time, they'd be A, out of shape, and B, faded.
Yeah.
Well, that top I got, that's 4 years ago now since I've had that. The other one that you've seen.
Yeah.
Yes, Melinda, the hoodies have front pockets.
Yeah, they got the kangaroo pocket.
Oh my goodness.
Or is it? Yeah, it's the kangaroo pouch.
Yep, kangaroo pouch the whole way through. There's the size of the pocket.
Oh, it's great. Great for storing little pods when you're out and about.
It's for fleece lined as well.
Nice.
Oh, and the jackets, even the pockets are fleece lined.
Do they have the loops and the hole for head? No, unfortunately not, Melinda. They're not that far advanced. Although it's something I could possibly look at and get and everything else. The last time I went to see Gary to see what merchandise he handed me 4 catalogues all that thick.
Wow.
And goes,
wow.
Well,
so he's got plenty to choose from then?
Yeah. It's just a slight delay then if he hasn't got some of the stuff in stock and getting it. Well, I ordered it on Wednesday night, and he had it on the Monday.
And I'm a fan of his because he's
not bad going.
I'm a fan because he's into his pipes. I'm like, yeah, pipes and drums.
And then he had the stuff
like
ready
pipes
for
too.
me. He had the stuff ready for me on Wednesday night.
Nice.
So you know,
So take it got its first outing on Wednesday night then.
yep. I drove through Upperlands on the way out at Desert Martin. He's like,
I was going to ask you what was the crack with the security alert in town today, but if you were in Port Rush all day, you probably wouldn't have heard about
up
it.
at Ross Park.
Yeah.
Haven't heard.
Suspicious object found.
Oh.
Yeah,
Don't know what's
it was
going
a P45 or a bar
on.
soap.
Hi, Bill.
Good evening, Bill. Sorry I'm late. YouTube's I see you next Tuesday. Oh,
Of
Bill.
course. Bill, you're terrible. Terrible.
We'll let you be. Did you get a note? No notes.
No, we'll not put him in detention this week. We'll let him off with it this once.
Yeah, that's good. Because it's not my turn for detention room, it's yours.
Yeah.
But yeah, YouTube is going down. Going downhill all the time. And I can't wait to the day that VapeTube does finally get the live stream capability.
Yeah.
Well, we have had to move Islands over onto Twitch for now. Because we went on Monday night and we were on 20 minutes. First 20 minutes was fine, no issues, and then all of a sudden it started buffering, and then it just stopped completely and wouldn't load for anybody, including Steve. And we thought it was maybe a VC issue, so we tried everything we could to try and get it fixed to get it going again on YouTube, and we were losing the will to live by then, so we decided, you know what, sod it, we know Twitch works, we'll throw it over onto Twitch for tonight and see what happens. And while we were actually live on Twitch, the whole time we were live on Twitch, in the background Steve was building the Islands Twitch page, so it's up and running, and we done like a test show last night, so tomorrow night's Islands will be on Twitch instead of YouTube.
Oh, cool.
So we've moved over there permanently now. It's got its own dedicated page now, so
I'm not going through the hassle. If YouTube goes down, then you know, so be it. But
well, you don't really need to go through much. You've already got a Twitch channel.
Roy's Reviews Twitch channel.
Yeah.
I've got a Twitch channel as well. I used to do gaming, so.
Sorry, just sorting
Bonnie's got a
Casey
channel
out.
as well that she streamed on twice last week and probably tomorrow.
What? What did he say?
He's just pimping out my channel as well. Because I've done 2 live streams on my own Twitch channel. I'll probably be doing another one tomorrow afternoon at some point.
See, I'm alright because I've got Instagram as well. I could just do lives on there. I need to do lives on there. Oh my god, I put up my first video yesterday. Like the goofball I am.
I was at you at the beach.
I was like, I'm at the beach, woohoo!
I've got some
Yeah,
lovely.
That was good though. It works. That's the sort of thing that Instagram's
I
for.
felt like
you know.
such a goofball. I'm like, how can you all just like talk to a camera? Like, honestly, I was like, oh my god, I felt like weird.
You see, doing it like that, where you don't like, it's okay doing this. We've got an
No.
audience to interact with,
Yeah.
so this is a lot easier. I couldn't like just talk to a camera. We know one on the other side of it. No.
I don't even know what possessed me to do it. I don't know. I got the urge, I suppose.
We
and I
just
was
walked along the beach at Donegal. We
Yeah.
just walked along the beach at Donegal.
I love that beach. That beach is so good.
I was working yesterday. You could have swung in by and seen me.
Where?
No, we needed to get up.
Oh, no,
we were late leaving to start with. And we had to get up because there was the festival, but we still got there in time to see the red arrows fly
Oh my
past.
god, yeah, we were like just in time, and we were stood at the top of the castle. It was awesome. It was really cool.
And then we stayed in Donegal for the evening, and we went and seen people. Jada. And Jolene, they were there, the kids,
Yeah.
and we actually didn't leave Donegal till near midnight.
It was like after 11 or something, wasn't it? We got home at like after
Jesus,
12.
were the Waynes not knackered?
They were.
They were having so much fun as well, so they've been knackered and tired today. There was the house normally at the weekend they're all up early and run about the house, but I was up this morning at my normal 8 o'clock and there was nobody awake till after 10 o'clock.
Not a peep.
Even I was KO'd till
Michelle
after 10. I was like, why did you not wake me? I've slept like half the day. It's horrible.
Yeah, when you're used to getting up early, you know, it's a bit of a culture shock. Whenever you lie in, you think you've missed everything, even though you've maybe only had that extra half hour or whatever. You still think you've missed everything.
It was a late one. It's been a busy weekend. Like I'm knackered like now. Like. But it's
I'll
been-
not be long. I suppose the kids will all be getting their holidays from school this week as well.
Yep, they do.
Yeah, Friday.
They do. So I'll be actually glad I'm going to work each day.
That's just cruel.
Oh well, between yesterday and today, it's cost the two of us a fortune.
Yeah.
Well, that's
like-
the joys of having 3 wheels
I'm like
and a
skint.
dog.
I can't even vape stuff. I'm too skint.
That's actually quite good. You can't buy any more vape stuff. It's like every day I'm sort of hearing, oh look what I've got today. Oh look what I've got. Oh, I've got this coming.
Vape mail. Even the post is like, oh, I'm just catching you before you nip out. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
right.
I took.
Have you got to know your postman on a first name term already?
Yeah.
I don't know.
We walked out. We walked out to go to.
God.
We were going to go up to
Grafters.
Grafters for breakfast.
Mm.
After we'd left Peter out to.
Yeah, was that that day?
No.
No, it wasn't. It was the other day when you had off on the Wednesday.
Oh, the Wednesday for my mum and dad being the Wednesday because my mum and dad were taking them to the day off, so the kids went to school. Hiya, Specky, and we walked out to get into the car to go up to Grafters for breakfast, and the postman goes, he was like 4 doors down, and he went, Michelle, you're running up because I wanted to get you before you went off to work, and it was actually a package for me.
I was like, oh, vape mail, and I was like, oh, it's for you. Damn it. I was like, I'm not a postage friend no more.
Ice, what is it?
Oh, you got the little sample pack from that them people.
Ice something or other.
I can't remember. What's your message? But yeah, so I was like, oh, and then I was like, damn. Well, and I'm like, posty, that's it, mean you've fallen out. But yeah, that was funny. That was really funny. But yeah, so he's a good postie though. Always comes early.
Yeah, well, I got the delivery on Thursday from, I got this, and whenever the DPD driver knocked the door, he frightened the bejesus out of me. I thought he was putting the front door in round me.
Oh God.
He wasn't exactly gentle knocking the door, and then about 2 hours after that, there was a package arrived for Rebecca from Amazon, and he was the same. He nearly put the flipping door in too.
Liquid ice.
Liquid ice.
Ah.
No, Bill, it hasn't arrived yet. I personally think they're trying to delay me at the minute, but they've got my details, and the last I'd heard was...
I mean, it's coming from China, so it'll take a few weeks.
Why? What is it you're waiting on? Is it the auto squonk?
Is Vibrator from Ann Summers.
Right, yeah.
No, I'm kidding. Not Ann Summers.
So basically on the 19th, so on whatever that day was, Wednesday.
Yeah.
Just very busy since the new product will ship soon.
Oh, so it hasn't even shipped yet?
No.
Not yet, so
Yeah.
looking at me well.
He sold it to buy a dog. For anybody wondering, the dog is actually my mum and dad's dog. My mum and dad, who are both 80, well, my mum's 83 and my dad's 82. 81, 82.
Look good for
Sorry,
the
no, sorry,
82.
82. And my mum's got cancer and motor neuron disease, and this is her last trip that she'll probably ever make over to see Mr. Sharon over in England. So they went over there. The hassles and strains I've had to go through in the last 5 weeks since I went over and booked the flights for them. Worrying about this, worrying about that, worrying about the other. My mum packed, I've been over 3 or 4 times to weigh the suitcase. because we booked them on.
That's like your mum has packed and repacked and repacked and.
Yeah, well, I booked them on a 23 kilo bag, and I said to him, right, Mum, it's the equivalent of 23 bags of sugar.
Yeah.
So my dad bought one of the wee scaly things, and I picked it up, and so the first time I weighed it was the clothes in it and everything else, it was 14 kilograms. I went,
And
Mum,
how long were they away for?
a week, 10 days. And I said to my mum, I said, look, Mum, you still can put loads more in there. Then Dad bought a hand luggage bag to take with him, and he was putting stuff into it. And the guy, Dad, take your razor out, put it in that. He says, but that's heavy. I says, Dad, you've got 9 bags of sugar left.
Yeah, still plenty of room.
So whenever they finally went, they went with a 16 kilogram bag. And they're going, but Sharon will kill us for the amount of stuff we're bringing. I went, Mum, you're in your own room at Sharon's house. Your suitcase will be in there. It doesn't matter how much. You could bring 5 suitcases.
Yep. And there's stuff in that one case for 2 people.
Yep.
That's good packing. I'd need my own suitcase. Like, I would.
Yeah. Yeah. She
I
would.
would need my own suitcase.
Yo, she may be small.
Yeah,
Just for my vape gear alone.
No, Bunny.
Yeah. Small but mighty.
Yeah, Bill Richard. Baggage luggage allowance is not a target; it's a limit.
I'm the one who would pack for a week if I'm going away for only a weekend. Like, I'm like, well, I need an extra outfit in case I spill something on that.
I have to admit, I
if it's
tend
hot,
to
if it's
do
cold,
that
or...
as well.
Bonnie, you go minimal. You go minimal compared to what I go with.
I'm an overpacker.
Yeah, that's a
What's
fair
that?
point, actually. Because when we went to Expo last year on the boat, I thought I had a lot of stuff with me till I seen what he brought.
I brought a big monster.
He is worse than any woman.
I had outfits left over that I didn't even wear at Expo, like in my suitcase. Like, I always pack like an extra outfit or
I had 2.
Oh no, pretty
Extra
much
two
everything that I
outfits.
took with me to Expo, I wore. You know,
Yeah,
because I was, putting on fresh clothes in the morning after my shower, and then when I was coming back in the evening, I was changing. So, pretty much everything I took with me, I wore.
John, take it easy, mate. Your health comes first. We fully understand.
Yeah, good night,
Yeah,
John.
you
Take care.
Take
dude.
it easy. Night, John. And night, Jude.
Good night, Jude.
Good night, Jude. But
Poor
yeah,
John hasn't had a rough lately.
that's 2 years now.
I know, it's been going on forever, like, poor sod. I thought I had a hard time being in hospital for 5 days with a blooming dodgy kidney.
You're still pouring cider down it.
Kidney problems is all sorted now, so I'm allowed to drink again.
I had 1 suitcase for all my clothes, toiletries and vape gear, and then another 5 bags and a full box of food.
Yeah.
You see, Melinda, you were getting your priorities right. You only need 1 bag for your clothes and everything else for the booze.
Ever since he subbed to Roy. Saint, hear me.
Saint.
Meanie Beanie.
There you go, you wanted some trolling, Roy.
I know. Welcome back, Saint. But yeah, I'm a review. I haven't done any reviews because I've had no taste buds.
No, you've been ill all week, so.
Sorry, guys.
It's more. I've just had. It's Michelle's fault because she got it and gave it to me.
Guys.
So having no taste buds, there was no point in me absolutely trying to taste anything or trying to review anything.
That's how I've been quiet on my Instagram because I'm like,
I went on holiday to Catalonia and all in a 20-litre backpack with room to bring back my duty-free cigs and illegal extra 1 back okay backing.
Where's Catalonia?
Spain.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I came home with 2 bags and a full box of food and booze.
And Saint says you don't need taste buds to review a mod.
Yes, you do, Saint.
Yeah, because you need to tell everyone
You need to tell people how it vapes and
what the taste is like and bloody blue.
so yeah. But because we were going to do a special review and it just hasn't happened yet because
did you keep that stick?
Yeah.
Yes. I've got a cane.
Hi, yes,
Right,
sinner. Trolling
Hi,
Roy is
sinner.
like trolling disabled. You should feel bad for it, but he would hate to have
feel left out. Mm.
Welcome, Sinner. The Saint and Sinner show has started. That's the
Yeah,
alley, not the
double
mod.
act.
This
Yes.
little booty. Cutie tootie. It's actually, I do like this green. Like,
See,
stop
you know what
putting
we
that
should. You know what we
green.
should do. We should get Gail in because Gail's got a red one.
Oh yeah. Who's got a blue and a silver one and a gold one? So we could have like a six-way.
Steve Dave has a silver one, but it's not even out of the box yet. He got it at Expo and he hasn't even opened it yet.
I knew somebody's got a gold one because I remember seeing. I don't know who.
Yeah, that's the thing. I support Steve Dave's
Is
show,
it Village? Did you get a gold one?
and he never goes on to my booking show. Our booking show.
Sunday night, Steve Dave's never usually around until well after 10 o'clock.
I should put
And he
balls.
usually goes live on Twitch on a Sunday night.
Such a trip.
That's a regular thing for him.
Let's see what batteries can I put in here. Oh shit! Because I've not vaped it for ages. It's leaked.
Yeah.
everywhere.
Michelle, Sinner says that mod looks like a shiny Shrek bollock.
It
Yeah.
is.
Yeah, Saint
Can't
or
let him be having any
Sinner,
more
I would
babies.
totally agree with you, mate.
I need a rag.
It is like a drop bollock.
It's wicked. It's wicked green.
I'll be honest, I'm not one for green myself, but I really like that one.
See, I used to like green, but I'm going off it now. He's converting me.
I'm
to
not
the
flipping
dark
surprised,
side.
living with him banging on in your ear.
He's converting me even.
I don't bang on about it. She bangs on about it more than I do.
I blame the culture. It's converting me. I swear. Really
Yeah.
is. You know.
We'll get you onto orange.
I'm on it. No,
Yo,
not orange.
Specky showed me a picture of his
Definitely.
he's got a limited edition V3 unicorn, and it's green.
Yeah,
and I was like, bleh!
it's a darker green than this.
It's like a camel green, and it is
No.
absolutely horrible looking.
No.
It's not like a camel green. It's just like a
No,
dark,
no.
It's a darker wicked green.
Do you know the way if you look on a camel, you've got the dark green, and then you get a lighter green,
I've done that wrong.
and the black and the black.
Mm.
The lighter green version on that, it's that khaki green color, and it is absolutely vile looking.
It's not khaki green.
No, I don't like that.
It's
colour.
vile looking.
Oh, I don't even want to
Don't like
taste
that
what was
colour
in
at all.
here because it's probably going to be elming and no. 60 watts.
But just vape it.
It's been.
We should really sniff it first.
It's been in here for like forever. I don't know what's even in
It's
it.
not in there forever. It's only been in there 2 and 3 weeks. The last time you used it.
It was longer than 3 weeks ago. About maybe 3 months ago. It's flooded to crap.
Because it's been sat idling.
Yeah. It's been idle.
The wrist action. It's all in the wrist action.
There's like nothing coming out of it. Ugh.
Well, hey.
Green on a camel.
I don't even know what was in that.
He
Tastes
got
not bad,
gangrene
whatever
on
it
its on its shalong.
No, he didn't say camel. He said camo.
It's a camel.
Green. We send camel.
Green on a camel. He got. My hands are all sweaty, Betty.
Are they?
Yeah. What?
Wow.
Can't get it open. Oh, I got it. I think yes.
Give it a pull.
Give it a pull. Don't you wish?
Not on cam. There's laws against that kind of thing unless you're on Chatterbait.
Here. Never mind that. If we can't even kiss without the dog.
Yeah,
No, it's
exactly.
It's feeling like
It'd be a case of right dog, you're sleeping in the kitchen.
that's it. Put it out for.
Yeah, kicked out.
But
Don't
because
remember
I'm
one
here,
of the weigh-ins. Here, you can have a dog for the night.
he would still cry. It's
He was
just-
crying.
He follows me around like a wee lost puppy.
And me.
When
Oh,
I'm about,
shoot.
when I'm here, wherever I go, he
Yeah,
follows
he's
me.
behind you.
How'd you get this bloody coil out again? Did you just pull it out?
Yeah, it just pulls out.
Mine's a stiff.
That's what he said.
Wow. Oh shit, that's why. No wait, I don't know why. That bit was open. Oh well. Goodbye, Juice. My hands are so sweaty.
So what was stiff whenever she pulled it out?
Yeah. That's what he said.
Mm-hmm.
Oops. crap, you broke it. I think I've got more coils somewhere. See, it was quite stiffy.
There's nothing wrong with that coil.
Ooh, it's minging, look. There it is. Oh! Hello, ghost story time. I'm in the spotlight now. Oh!
You hear somebody out there again.
Hello, Max.
Ew.
Oh.
Michelle's that short. It's not in the wrist. She just has to put her back into it.
Well, you know, they did write a song about that. Just guy
Really?
put my back into it. Yeah, was it not Lil Kim?
No, I have no idea. It's not really my kind of music. Don't listen to her.
I used to listen to it when I was like 12. I can't remember what song it was. Was it not My Milkshake? No, it wasn't that one. Maybe it was. Who knows? Well, I mean, I stuck a cotton bud down it and it didn't go too bad. Oops.
That reminds me, did you try out those coils up in ultrasonic?
Not yet, no.
Cotton buds are so handy when it comes to vape stuff.
Because I was using the Next Mouse and I've been using this ever since, so I've not used the Falcon for a while.
Did you bench your Falcon?
Hello.
Crap. Here comes trouble.
Hey, Casey.
Say something, Casey. I need to see your volume.
Well.
Oh, that's...
Yeah, hold on. He's not usually that quiet. Okay, who are you and what have you done with Casey?
He's a wee shy boy.
As he fuck. Not shy about him. Just don't put him near the back of the bus.
That was a low blow.
Here, listen, he's alright. I can take the piss. I pure ripped the arse out of him before night when he was telling me all about it. I'm glad he's alright. Like, thankfully there was no like lasting damage done, but you know.
Folks,
we got a bus last night.
Folks, welcome on screen. Another Ballymena Vapor. Goes by the name of Casey Agnew. He has been pestering us now for 2 weeks to get onto the show. So we have now brought him on. Sinner, he's been in chat quite a bit, so you don't have to hold back tonight.
I only met him.
You don't need to be gentle with this one. He can take it.
So Casey, since you've just joined us in the show, what are you vaping on?
Mysterious.
That stuff is vile. No harm to you. That stuff is vile.
What is that stuff?
Purple haze.
Yeah,
I
don't like it either.
I only just put it in the tank today and I like it.
What equipment are you using?
120.
The mod?
The small one.
The mod is. Yeah, that's it.
Small one, Naboo.
A chunk from the Goonies hasn't aged much. And anyone seen Trailer Park Boys? It's Bubbles.
Do you know what? I haven't even seen the Goonies.
Michelle hasn't seen the Goonies. I'm going to have to find it tonight and put it on.
Yeah, you're going to have to put that on for her tonight. Imagine! Haven't watched the Goonies.
I haven't, honestly. I've never watched them.
Jesus, the reflection of my forehead.
It's not that bad.
It is that bad.
It's
It's
not.
blinding everybody.
Oh, wait.
So, what have you been up to?
Not much. Been watching Love Island for the past half an hour.
Watching what?
Watching Love Island. Oh my
Love
god.
Island.
Love Island.
Oh.
Are you 12?
Why?
Nah.
Love
I
violence.
take it your granny still swears at it like she usually does with Big Brother.
Yeah, that's why I'm up my room.
I take it granny swearing at the TV. Oh god, your granny's lethal.
Read Bill's comment.
Oh, I got one. I got one of them too.
Seriously,
What
Bill. Seriously, yeah.
You got the drag nano. Why?
They're
Oh.
pure crap. I told you,
You
Casey. They're
You
rubbish.
can't get a puff worth of fuck out of them.
Who left the bear from Bo Selecta in?
Steve Dave, no, the bear from Bo Selecta is Pud. Pud
and
Puffs is
Steve
the bear
Dave,
from Bo Selecta.
welcome. He's just come home from high school. Jewel might employ him as a secret shopper.
Secret shopper.
The only thing about it is, he doesn't look 25. They only send in people that looks 25 to be challenged to be 25. But it's not.
But Casey's almost 19, so that puts him in that proper age bracket, because if you look on that document that they keep handing over the shopkeepers, it's an 18 or 19-year-old that's doing the mystery shopping. So Casey could very easily get that job.
The only problem I have with all this thing at the minute is that Serve Legal actually has nothing to do with Jewel apart from Jewel employ them. Jewel goes, here's money.
They're not even a legal firm. They're an auditors.
Yo, I know they're not a legal
even a
firm.
legal firm.
I know they're not a legal firm. I've researched the company, so I know who, because the reason I had researched them and I've known about them for about the past 3 years is because, do you know the way I used to do written reviews on shops, like a mystery shopper type thing? I had looked into it to see if there was anybody in the UK actually doing that, and I actually had come across Serve Legal.
Yeah.
And the reason they're called Serve Legal is because all they're doing is go out and checking if a shop is challenging, and they don't just do vape shops. They do tobacconists, they do off licenses, they do supermarkets. They
can't enforce that challenge 25 anyway, because
they're not,
that's just a guideline, it's not a law.
Yeah, they're not trying to enforce it, but they can enforce. But companies who employ them to go out and do the checks can enforce whether that product is being sold in that shop or not.
Hey, Zan.
Good evening,
Hey,
Zan.
Still has no standing anyway, because as long as the person's over 18 buying the product.
Yeah, but
doesn't make a difference.
It doesn't make a
There
difference.
was no laws broken at all.
But everybody jumping down Jules, I know that Jules not a well-liked company at the moment and everything else, but everybody jumping down Jules' throat isn't the way forward for it. It's everybody should be campaigning against Serve Legal, not Jewel, because Jewel just paid them the money and said, look, we want to ensure that our products.
Jewel is making them do this, so technically the fault does lie with Jewel, not with
Okay,
Serve Legal.
So then are we going to go out after Diageo, who also employ them, which is your Baileys, your Smirnoff, your WKDs, your Smirnoff Ice. So all those that Diageo owns, Guinness. So we all going to go after those companies because they also employ Serve Legal to go out to companies and check if somebody over the age of 25 is being challenged for ID. I know we don't like smoking anymore, but Philip Morris even, and JTI both employ them. So all these companies employ Serve Legal to go out to the shops and check. Even knife companies employ them to go out and check.
Morrison's as well.
And Morrison's.
When I was working.
Yeah, but
they had
the thing
Serve Legal.
the thing about it is, when the legal age to buy vaping products is 18 in the UK, since when do Jewel have the authority to say that you have to be over 25?
Because the government guideline is if you don't look over 25, the chances are you aren't 18. That's what the government guidelines are. But that's what the government.
That is rubbish.
It's what whether you think it's rubbish or not, Bunny, it's the government guidelines on
Yeah, but
the
that
sale.
doesn't make you right.
It's only guidelines. It's a case.
It is only a guideline. They have no legal standing whatsoever, and for them to walk in the way they did and basically try to say that the vape shop was in the wrong for selling a product to someone who was over the legal smoking age, that they done it wrong, they didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah.
And it's Jewel that's trying to enforce that, not Serve Legal. So in this case, yes, it is dual that you have to go after, because this is exactly what they done in America. And look at the state of America's vaping industry now because of practices like that. And that is what Juul is trying to do in the UK. And that's why we're all up in arms at the minute trying to stop them. Because they think that our laws that we have here don't mean jack to them, and they think they can walk in and change them.
Bunny, so why aren't you shouting about Diageo, vodka,
Because
your beer sales?
Because I don't work in a place that sells beer or alcohol or anything like that.
What about all the ones that...
And with the exception of Tesco's having the signs up saying that you have to be over 21, as long as you're over 18 years of age, you can legally buy alcohol, and there's not a damn thing anybody can do about it.
They say you'll be challenged, but nobody's saying you can, if you don't challenge somebody that's over the... What they're saying is, if you do not challenge somebody that doesn't look over 25, the chances are that they could be under 18. That's the whole point of the thing. But the sort of legal setting somebody in that looked over the age of 25 defeats the purpose. Now that side of things
exactly.
I totally agree with.
If somebody looks over the age of 18, you don't have to ask them for ID. So why should you have to ask them for ID if they don't look over 25? They could look over 18 but not look over 25. So why would you ask them for ID as long as they look over 18? Well, you don't need to ID.
Because the guideline states that somebody on
where's it written in law that you have to? But
if you actually look at a lot of the signs,
just because it's a guideline doesn't mean you have to do it.
We have a Sir 25. If you look under 25, we may check your ID. It doesn't say we will.
You don't have to.
What you
It's down to personal. It's down to personal discretion. But if you don't check that person for ID, you're not actually breaking any laws.
But what the guideline states. So if somebody walked into that shop, right? Somebody walks into your shop and doesn't look over the age of 25. You don't challenge them, and it turns out they were 17 because you think they look 23. You saying that, by you saying they look 23 will give you no legal standing under law for you selling a product under the age of 18.
But that's not the point. The person
that is the point, Bunny. That's what the whole point is.
Right,
end of story.
Clearly, I don't work in the industry and don't know what I'm talking
You haven't
about.
read the guidelines, obviously.
Yes,
that's what I'm saying.
have.
You haven't. You obviously haven't read the guidelines.
Okay,
Under legal standing,
guidelines.
if you sell a product to a 17-year-old and you haven't changed them and you go, oh, they look 23, that doesn't give you any You will get persecuted or prosecuted for that. End of story.
All right, okay, I'm wrong. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Point made.
These are crazy.
I know. Are you sure you have enough? Oh, by the way, Casey, Zam wants to know, have you got a note?
A note?
Yeah, because the first question when he came in was who was the 12-year-old.
I don't know, but do you know what? I did a magic trick while you were having a little bit of fun there. I managed to get the glass free of the inside chamber of the UL Crown 4 without taking the inner part apart.
Don't even talk to me. When I got mine, tried to change the glass over. Can I get the glass to budge? No. Even he in trouble?
Because mine's is flooding out, but I think it's because it's not thingied properly, because you can move the glass, the glass spins around, and I think that's what's flooding out my coil, so I don't know. But I just tried to take it apart there and the glass just came off. I was like, oh well. And in one piece, so it's like not busted
Hi,
or
Gail.
nothing. You guys. So now I just...
It's actually quite funny sitting and watching her trying to take things apart.
I don't know how to take it apart. Like, does that little bit come off, or what?
So Casey,
What use vape?
Well, my vape, I've got the Crown 4 kit.
I think this is a
And
polish
I've got
in it.
Vampire Vape in it. I've got my
It smells like polish.
smoke pod thing as well with
Oh, you got it.
Momo neck salt.
Yeah, I have that.
What, the Momo? What flavour?
What was that? Oh, that one's there.
Oh, that's the slushy neck salts you have.
Oh, they're weird. I've got a couple of their flavours in there. I don't know.
Hiya, James.
The dragon fruit slushy's nice.
I've got the bubble gum.
Hi, Jamesy.
Which tastes weird.
Yeah, the bubble gum one tastes nothing like bubble gum.
Was rotten.
What other one did I get? The cola one is cheap cola.
No, Bill, no, I've no Bango Mumble Bint left.
I've got another one.
What's Bango Mumble Bent?
You know the My Liquids range that we get in for review a while
Yeah.
back, and I loved the Mango Bubble Mint.
Yeah.
Well, when we were doing the review live on the Twitch stream that night, Gail got tongue-tied and called it Bango Mumble Bint, and it's just kind of stuck.
See, my first thoughts, I would never have put that down. I would never have put down in to be Gail. I probably would have said Steve Dave.
No, it was actually Gail got
You
tongue-tied.
do know
and
that the
called it
challenge
wrong thing.
25 is only applicable in law in Scotland. Yes, we did say in law, Steve Dave.
Yeah, for alcohol.
You're setting up the alcohol too. I was in the shop last night and see the energy drinks now. They're looking for ID.
Yeah.
Yes, because energy drinks are not allowed to be sold to anybody under 16.
Because of the caffeine content in them.
Because of the caffeine content in them,
you
and it's
blame
only a
them?
matter of time before that age limit gets up
They're,
to
sa-
18 as
they're
well.
saying about all they were doing alcohol check for ID for energy drinks.
Mhm.
What this now? They haven't done it for Boost yet.
Yeah, that's a strange one,
Every
considering
other-
Boost as an energy drink as well.
Yeah, every other drink like Red Bull, BPM, whatever they do it, check it, but not from
Not for Boost?
Boost yet.
Because Boost is not marketed it as an energy drink. Boost is marketed as a refreshment drink.
It might also have to do with.
Why does it say energy on it?
Maybe under a certain
Same with look.
That's true.
No, see, that's still
What's the
Well,
one?
with Legacy,
glass
Legacy it's
feels
more the high sugar content rather than the caffeine. But it's high levels of caffeine in under 16s apparently has it's not good. So that's why they brought in the age restrictions on it. Because there was a few cases a few years back of a lot of teenagers studying for exams and stuff and knocking these energy drinks back and ending up in the hospital with heart palpitation.
That's why they stopped at school too.
what would I put in?
Well, sure, you look at the likes of McDonald's and KFC now, they charge you a 50p sugar tax
That's still expensive.
Yeah.
whenever you get a
That's
soft drink.
I tell you this here, see like McDonald's, I'm McDonald's most of the time. See the Coke and all, you have to do the tax. But see, like Fanta, you don't.
Only if you choose the zero option. If you're taking the full fat Fanta or Coke, you have to pay the sugar tax. But if you're taking Diet Coke, Coke Zero, or Fanta Zero, you don't pay the sugar tax on those.
It's like an extra 20 pence or something. I'm like bloody rip off.
50p in McDonald's and KFC.
No, I thought it was only 20.
No, it's 50p. They have the sign and everything sitting on the counter telling you that they're doing it now because it was brought into law at the beginning of April.
It's a bloody joke. They need to bring back them. What was it? The caramel sundaes or toffee sundaes, whatever they were. Oh my god, they were delicious. They're like, oh no, it's like sugar overload. I'm like, oh.
But the thing it gets me about the likes of KFC and McDonald's and everything else is that bloody post syrup mix that they use. So it's not like you getting a can of Coke or a bottle of Coke or anything like that. They use the post syrup mix, and McDonald's has got the lowest concentrate of post syrup mix of anywhere in the UK. You're supposed to do that at between a 19 and 20% mix. They do it at 11%. So only 11% of your whatever size of cup you get is actual
syrup.
flavouring and syrup. The rest of
Yeah.
it's just carbonated water.
Fizzy water.
Right,
Yeah,
what-
Bill, I remember Legacy had been sold in a chemist wrapped up in paper as well.
And the amber cellophane or cellophane with the glass bottles. And as soon
Yeah.
as you were sick, out your mum got the bottle, opened the bottle 2 or 3 times to make sure it was flat, and went, there you go.
Aye. Oh, aye.
That and the flat, that
See,
You swore by Legacy when you were sick.
that's noisy. That is
I
so
drink a
noisy.
lot of Advocacy as well these days.
I have to admit, so do I. Like when I had a virus thing there not so long ago, and it was pretty much the only thing I was able to drink.
James, that stuff is vile. It's chemical city. No harm to anybody, but it is just. Ugh. I tried it yesterday. I called down with Richard yesterday and let me try it, and it was just. Bleh.
Not good.
No. It's like, I know my taste buds aren't there at the minute, but I cannot taste the coconut in that at the moment at all.
I can still taste it though, so it's just his taste buds going for walkies. So.
It costs the double price. Yeah, it does. Love it or the Parma slush?
Parma slush, I'm
violet.
guessing that's something along the lines of Parma violet.
It's so yuck.
Ugh.
Aye, he nearly fucking died of it.
Ugh.
It's bogging. Oh, it's so
Bloody PC generation. He's 27, never had problems when it came to being under 16 and energy drinks and hours. The only energy drink, the likes of me, Bunny and Bill, the only energy drinks we ever had was Lucozade.
Yeah. I think I was like 20 odd whenever Red Bull started becoming a thing.
I can't even remember when Red Bull
And
started coming a thing. I stayed away from it.
I used to like Red Bull, but I don't know what they done to it. It just tastes watered down now to me. It's got no flavour at all, hardly. I tend to drink Monster now. If I'm having an energy drink, I drink Monster.
It tastes like bull piss.
Okay, Casey, question. How do you know what bull piss tastes like?
Yeah.
Well, he's from Ballymena. Come on.
Yeah, so am I, but I don't drink bull
So am
piss.
I.
I mean, it's like Farmville over here. Like, it's so funny.
Bill was well into his 20s whenever it appeared.
Yeah.
My mate, we were in a family, and he goes, try that there, and I tried it. I need to spit it out.
Try that there, I had to spit it out, boy. I'm from the Furman part of the town.
What was that, the Red Bull, the Bull piss?
That's a good question. Like, you wouldn't know these days. Folks get up to all sorts in Ballymena.
I know.
Oh, I.
Just think on the energy drinks, there isn't a law behind selling energy drinks to under 16s. It was a voluntary thing by all the supermarkets to start challenging people who look under 16. I'm not sure about that, Ryan. I'm nearly sure, because I remember seeing a thing on the news about it a few years ago. I'm nearly sure that it is an age restriction now that has been written into law. I think. Don't quote me on that. I'm not 100% on that, but I'm nearly sure.
Ryan was working in
that it is a law
Tesco's.
now.
I think Ryan was working at the Tesco's whenever that came in. At the time.
It's 21.
And bull piss, is that how Boost is made?
I've never tried Monster. Or
What
Boost.
Monster's my favourite?
Or Boost.
The Monster original,
What's Boost? Is that just like
with
energy drink?
the black and green can would be my favourite, very closely followed by the purple one.
I have a slight problem.
What's that?
Go help.
So Bunny, I don't know how it works with you, but because I am such a caffeine addict, if I drink Boost, Red Bull, Monster, or take Pro Plus tablets, I fall asleep.
I probably would as well, to be fair.
Because I can't, yeah, you probably would too.
Well, yeah, I have to admit, I usually take a cup of coffee to bed with me.
I take coffee to bed with me.
I can't sleep without one.
I can
usually.
I can sleep no
Unless
bother
I'm,
drinking
if
coffee
I'm
before bed.
drinking beer or cider or whatever, then I'm not usually too bothered. But on any normal night, I usually always have a cup of coffee just before I go to bed.
Exactly, same as me. So,
I can't.
It's a comfort thing more than anything, because I've got used to having so much caffeine that I've sort of built up an immunity to it.
But yeah, I still need it in the morning to wake me up.
Yeah, first thing in the morning, yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah. That's
I remember people
when I
used to
get
go
close.
around saying that the ingredient taurine in energy drinks was bull piss, and that's how it got its name.
Oh,
Yep.
maybe. You never know.
It's bull semen.
Salty.
That's why people get pregnant.
Sure.
Casey, since you're of the 18, 19 age, no, you're probably too old.
I thought he was
He's
older.
mystery shopper, right?
Did you go to that Nicky, whatever you call him? Ben Nicky.
What's
Don't
that?
even-
No, I don't go.
Don't even talk to me. I was on the train on Friday afternoon on the way down from Ballymena to here. Now, TransLink have known for ages that these festivals were
Aye.
on, and they didn't put on extra trains. Everybody's crammed in like sardines.
Cause I ride.
It was ridiculous.
They're saying they're not allowed to drink in the train, and all my friends like Snapchat and all, what
Yeah,
they
they were all
hold.
boozing.
Right.
14-year-olds running around with bottles of Buckfast that was nearly bigger than most of they were.
But that's, it's just something. I drove into Ballymena on Friday night coming home from work, and it's just like, all I get greeted with was girls about 14, whatever, running around with mini skirts on and bare midriffs and looking like clowns with the amount of makeup they had on, and blokes running around with shorts and t-shirts. I was like, what the hell's going on?
Yeah.
Then I realised that was on in Belfast.
Sonic, yeah.
You actually saw people in miniskirts?
There was
Yeah.
Belts.
Some of the sketches, not like that we saw walking from the
Broad
station
belts.
here as well. Not just the ones on the train, but the ones that we were passing on the way up.
Speaking of things,
there was
a string dress type thing.
Yeah, and honestly, like my daughter's a grown-ass adult now, and if she left the house looking like that, I'd kick her hole.
Oh yeah, I would too. With mine.
I know Pud Puffs isn't in, but we bought Pud Puffs a present yesterday.
What'd you buy him?
Bought Puddin' Puffle a present.
What'd you buy, Puffle?
It's so
Oh,
nice.
you got him his bucky!
I had a sniff of it, and it's
I know.
bogging.
Don't
Yeah,
talk.
see, Casey, Pud drinks bucky. He absolutely loves this stuff, and he didn't know that there was an e-liquid until we told him. And yeah, that raised an eyebrow, so we told him we'd get him some, so Roy's got it for him. So
Got him 3 milligrams so he can sub on it.
Oh.
He would love that, you know.
Never try that. Never try it.
No,
My
I
mate
couldn't
got me
stand
in that one badly.
Melinda, Buckfast is cough medicine in a bottle with alcohol.
Yeah, it's basically alcoholic cough syrup. It's the best way to describe Buckfast.
Oh
or
man,
Lurgan champagne, as some people call it.
it's so disgusting.
Yeah, it's horrible. Absolutely horrible.
It's like, oh, I can't even describe it. It's just annoying.
Yeah, so yeah, but for some strange reason, Pud likes it, and yeah, he's going to be in for a shock when he gets that stuff.
There you go, Melinda. I'd never heard of it before, May.
I've never tried Jaeger either.
That stuff is vile.
Yeah, Village likes it as well.
Um,
Nectar of the gods, he says.
Jaeger
Village
is-
no taste buds.
Jaeger is like champagne compared to this stuff.
I never tried Jaeger before.
Buckfast does what it says in the bottle.
Make sure.
That's why you carry 2 bottles with you every night, Steve Dave.
Well, that's what they say. Buckfast makes you.
Yeah.
Buckfast.
No, I can get the smell of it, and it just. Ugh.
That's why Bunny likes whiskey.
Oh, yuck. I don't like whiskey.
Makes her frisky.
Whiskey makes you frisky.
And gin makes her sin.
And
I hate gin.
brandy makes you randy.
I don't like brandy either.
No, I don't like brandy either.
Mainly because if you drink it, you're used to being chased by the cops.
Yeah. It does.
Get you.
Did you see that in the news this morning about the bomb in the Rosses?
I heard that, but we didn't know anything about it.
That
Right,
security alert thing you were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
Because I heard about I heard it on the news on the radio at work today. You were saying about the security alert in Ballymena. It's like
I was in the Rosses.
suspicious object found at the Rosses or something.
Yeah.
Ah, so it's the passion pop with the herbal spirit booze.
Something.
Bonnie, do you have Stephen Hunter on your Facebook?
Yes.
Did you see the video he posted?
No. I know Ads was over this weekend.
Yeah.
He's just away. He just went back home there this evening.
Stephen posted a video of a bloke standing with his back against a bin.
Right.
A girl standing with a lime green broad belt on, snogging the face to each other, and he's the hand under like this.
Oh my god. Because they were at that Ben Nicky gig on Friday night.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And they looked about 14, 15.
They probably were. Honestly, if you'd have seen half of them wee girls on that train, you know, it's.
Oh.
I swear to God, I can guarantee you now there was probably not one of them left the house looking like that. They probably stopped in at the public toilets in the tower centre to get changed.
Or at their friends.
Wait,
Yeah.
Their ma's working.
well, one of my mates filmed two people fucking each other in Benaki.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise
every-
me. There was a lot of that. I think by all accounts, it pretty much turned into a free-for-all. They were kicking the shit out of each other at the venue.
Yeah, there was
According to the police, none of that
Fights.
happened.
There was fights galore.
According to the police, that didn't happen. According to the police, only 2 people got took to hospital. But the fact that people have got photographs of 3 ambulances sitting outside one of the
There was two people hospitalised. There was a lot of ones had to be took off one of the later trains coming down. They had the paramedics had to meet them at Mossley Station. There was a whole clatter of ones was took off the train. A lot of them were throwing up all over the place because they had too much booze in them. And there was a couple of people took to hospital as a precaution. But from what I've been told, there's a couple of the customers was in with me both yesterday and today, and they were telling me about some of the fights that was happening at the concert itself. They were kicking the shit out of each other.
Apparently,
I was gonna go, but my mind was saying, would I buy that ticket or not?
I thought you would have went down for Tammy Trumpet.
No.
He was on last weekend. I thought you'd have been down for it.
No, I'd probably go to Kelly's on Wednesday night for Base Hunter.
Oh, was that this week? I knew that was coming up, but I wasn't sure when it was.
I just don't get all this stuff. And it's going to be soon time again for Boucher Road. So that means my journey back from work every night is going to be an absolute nightmare.
Oh, joy.
I just don't. The festivals, I just don't get them because unless you're in the sort of the front bit, the ones at the back will just be watching it on the big screens. So why? Why? Sit at home and watch it. A lot more comfortable.
If it's all about meeting a lot of people, new people.
It's the socialising side of it.
I do a lot of socialising every Friday and Saturday night. Yeah, during the summer.
Yeah. For a certain set amount of months every year.
And then hibernate. But it's getting more and more months every year. But the only thing about that, the attendance to all the events is going down and down and down.
Yeah.
That's how they get money as well. Like,
Yeah.
a lot of people go.
I do. But there's James. James is never one for that. But prefer a good laugh at the pub. Yo, go down with your mates to the pub and watch something. That, have a laugh, interact with people live. Music's that loud at those things. You're probably trying to talk to your person beside you, going, "Did you hear that?" No.
Max, what? He just sat up and looked at you.
I'm okay. I'm okay with that.
No, poor wee man doesn't know what's going on.
You want to come on to me? Come to say
The
hello? You come to say hello?
the unbreakable broke today. The screen went on it.
Screen's broken what?
The unbreakable. No.
On your ages?
Aye.
So the unbreakable mod is now broken.
Not really. I got my mate to fix it.
Fix it.
You probably know who that is.
Colin.
Aye.
How did you break the screen anyway? Let me guess, you dropped it
went.
again?
No, it went.
Or did you get liquid into the board?
Oh,
Flooded it.
Yeah. Yep. And Colin, being the wizard that he is, probably took it apart, dried it, put it back together again. Yeah.
That's what he's doing.
Sit on it. He sat on it. You saying Casey's fat, James?
James is saying you got a fat ass.
That's why he nearly bounced back up into the bus.
That's why you had to get a bigger band uniform last year, because he grew out his other one.
Oh, don't talk. Don't talk.
That was all them kebabs out of Sunny's, that's what done that.
I used to love going to gigs.
I'm not out the morning either. I'm not even out the morning.
Bill, I would agree that, but the gigs of the 80s, I went to Donington Monsters of Rock, and
Chummy bitch.
the way that they actually set it up meant no matter where you were, you could still see the stage, and they had you're talking to maybe 80,000-90,000 people, and
Why they only have 2 screens?
Mr. Seat Casey.
Yeah, Bill has been to the Monsters Rock Festival loads of times. That was the one festival I would love to have went to, but whenever it was at its heyday when I was younger, I was still at school and I couldn't afford to go over, otherwise I'd have been there. But
see, that's what I get from working in Durham when I was 13. But my mates all went down to Metallica, and apparently Metallica was absolutely woeful.
I heard that too.
And the support act, if Metallica had given them the full PA system to use,
they'd have been better.
Yep, but they were even better than they were still better than Metallica, even with only something like 50% of the PA system.
Yep.
I miss going to concerts and festivals. I used to go all the time. Back home, I'd love to see Salvation and all this stuff.
I wonder what's he Cher at Expo.
Well, she's on that weekend at Expo.
I saw
bloody hotel rooms costing us a fortune this year.
Melinda, I saw Metallica back in 1989.
Oh my god.
It was 1992 I saw them. I saw them at Sheffield Indoor Arena.
Because they were at Donington.
I was just a wee nipper.
Yeah. 92 I went over to Sheffield to see them. Because the Dublin gig that they played in 92, the tickets were sold out like about 5 minutes after they went on sale. I couldn't get tickets for it. I had to go to Sheffield instead, and it actually worked out cheaper me getting a flight and going to the Sheffield gig than it did going to Dublin.
How did you get tickets back then? Did you just have to phone?
Yeah.
No, to get tickets back then, you had to walk up to Cameron's or into a couple of, and you actually had to go in and buy a physical ticket.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't too bad because I had friends that lived over in Sheffield, and because I couldn't get the ones for the Dublin gig, I rang them and asked them to pick me up tickets over there. So they had the tickets for me. All I had to do was get a flight because they were going to the same gig. So I was staying with them for the weekend anyway. So I went over and stayed with them, and they had my tickets for me, and it was actually cheaper for me doing it that way than it would have been getting the tickets and going to Dublin for it.
And VH, Carl that does KTG and the Cosmos does all of my music and does Conjuring Fate, which is heavy metal group. If anybody's interested and into heavy metal, fantastic band. New album's coming out shortly for Conjuring Fate.
Is it? Nice. Keep an eye out for
and him and his brother and a few other ones all went over to download this year and said it was a disappointment.
Oh.
They said it was a big disappointment. Said last year's was far better and this year it wasn't that good. I wonder if I flash my tit when I get a ticket. No.
Steve, no, nobody wants to see that.
No. Oh, not unless you perm the hairs around it first.
Stick a tassel on it, it might work wonders.
Talking about boobies.
Oh my god, no.
Yeah, you've got Casey's attention. You mentioned boobs, you've got Casey's attention.
He's like, oh hello, what? Oh, he's a boob man. Oh.
Oh, I likes to say it at jokes. And I'm not talking the Kenji Kari with beer in them either.
Oh, what was you called her?
Maybe the ones that also carry the jugs with the jugs.
I can guarantee you now. You see, if Casey was to ever go to America and find Hooters,
Go to Germany.
we would never see him back in Northern Ireland again. He would just take up permanent residence in Hooters.
Just go to Germany, man. Jeez. Jugs with jugs all the time. Honestly.
I'm bloody right.
Oh, red tassels.
There you go,
Melinda.
Steve. Dave Melinda says red tassels are a must.
I think the little rainbow tassels.
Okay. Well, here's one. It's not the one I was looking for, but this is also. How is this in any which way promoting vaping?
I should.
That's me. No, I'm kidding.
It's promoting vaping. It's promoting vaping because she has a stream of vape coming out her mouth.
But where's the product?
Coming out her mouth. Of course.
Vapor, is it coming out of the mouth as well?
Oh my god. But yeah, no, that's no.
I'm not a prude, and Bonnie, you know I'm not a prude.
Oh, I know that.
I'm a prude. No, I'm not.
But I just don't.
I'm not a prude either, but that just sends out totally the wrong image.
It's just, no. I mean, I know sex sells, but come on.
I'm trying to get this other one. I showed Michelle it earlier.
I was just like, yeah, I'd literally just have my eyes open for 5 seconds, and I was like, oh.
Right, you were asking how that promotes vaping. Steve Dave says it's not, but if you have her number, I wouldn't mind it. At this point in time, Casey's sitting there going, "Nah, fuck off, Steve Dave. I'm getting her number first." Smart lord, Casey. If you were to get your head in between them, you'd get lost, mate. She'd suck you in and blow you out in bubbles, boy.
See, that's.
So there's the product. But 3/4 of the picture is just.
Boobs.
Yeah, that's. No. If you're advertising like a lingerie line, fine. You know, pictures like that are acceptable for advertising underwear, but not for a vape product.
Right. Now, if you want to use sexuality, this is what I would say how is a good way to do it.
This is a more modest approach.
Charlie is on that picture, but it's not coming out on the thing. She's blurred out quite a bit.
Yep. That's the way that.
But the product is fully in focus. She's blurred out, but she's not showing us neither. So it's just pure. That's how I think if a woman wants to use her sexuality, is doing it that way, so that the product is the thing that you're seeing. First and foremost.
There's ways of doing it.
And I really can't find this.
There's ways of doing it that you can still make it sexy without making it look trashy.
Yeah.
And then there's ways of that I could never ever do it to make it look sexy.
Oh, come on, Harley Quinn.
No. That put me in hospital last time. I swear, it was his fault.
That was so funny.
Found it.
There.
Find it.
Oh,
He killed me that
Find
much
it.
I ended up with a kidney stone. Like, what the hell?
Like, seriously, she's like naked. She's like wearing tape.
What the hell? And that's on Instagram.
And
Yeah.
she's outside in the woods somewhere.
And the tagline that went with this is no more taggy mobile selfies. I'm using a professional photographer from now onwards.
Right. But it's not tacky that she's sitting there in fuck all but duct tape over her nipples.
Imagine walking the dog in the woods and you just see someone sitting there like that. Like, come on.
That look at Casey, he's all excited now.
He's like,
look at him, he's blushing.
he's like, guys, I'm gonna have to go in a minute.
Yeah.
Oh,
Stand up.
Yeah, don't
Silly.
stand up.
He's getting comfy now.
No, I think he's getting suitably mortified right about now.
Is she ever? She'd probably charge you by the second on the
Yeah,
phone.
do you need some of this, Casey?
no, don't.
Oh, have you got the wank sock
I
there?
would just call
If you've got the
Fizzy
wank
Jizz.
sock, then you're
Perhaps
alright.
she's vaping on it.
Oh,
No,
jeez.
Melinda, I definitely think she was vaping on this. I can find it.
Jeez.
Sticky glazed muff.
Yeah.
And James is like, Casey, there's your baby. Even got James all excited there. James, naughty dog.
I get James all excited.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she's definitely vaping on that, Melinda.
Sticky glazed.
Oh yeah, sticky glazed muff.
Oh, Casey with his Ballymena United poster behind him.
Ooh.
It's not a poster, it's a flag.
Flag, even, sorry.
It's a flag, it's a flag.
Seeing he's joining Instagram.
Quick pass that over, but it's easier.
There's Casey's bite. She's fake tits too.
Of course he's joining
There's-
Instagram.
Well, we women like that on Instagram, of course Saintie's going to join.
I think Casey
He's
needs those
red-blooded
pictures for
man,
his
why wouldn't he?
spank bank collections.
Steve, Dave, don't be too surprised if after we get off this call, Casey will be trolling his phone like fuck to try and find him.
I suppose the sad question is why I follow them, but it's to highlight the reason for the.
It's the tits, Roy. It's the tits.
Bonnie, how long have you known me?
Professional reason.
He's-
Hang on, Bonnie, how long have you known me?
25 years.
And have I ever been a tits person?
Uh-uh.
Thank you.
Yes, you have.
No, actually, he
Oh.
hasn't. Until he met you, no, he wasn't.
I'm an ass
He
person.
he was always more for a peachy bum.
Well,
Yeah,
sounds like
he's a bum and legs man. So
No, sort the legs.
See,
Legs is the first thing you throw
yeah,
out of
but
the
the
way.
bum is you throw them over your shoulders, you're all right.
There's far better material, I'm afraid, with a simple Google search. Biscuits? Have you another one of these ones with a dodgy search history?
he's on the phone already.
Look, he's got. Where's the phone? Where's your phone,
Yes,
Casey?
he's mortified.
Casey, where's your phone? Let's see the screen. Is it on?
He's like, I'm keeping it at arm's reach for now.
It's on. You just turned it off.
Oh.
Aye. Yeah, guaranteed he will. He'd be sitting there off camera.
No.
I use incognito for those searches.
Oh.
See, he's frantically searching his phone for incognito mode now.
Oh, I have this now.
Ah!
Oh.
I get them on big screen now.
If we have them on 32 inch on the TV. 36 double D on 32 inch. Whoa, full size.
Don't encourage him. He's already a horny wee dog, for God's sake. Don't encourage him.
Oh, you mean a 50-inch?
A 50-inch plasma.
Wow.
Full real size.
Got it.
Bigger the better.
Aye, Jamesy says the bigger the better. Jamesy, you know, if he was like trapped in a room with boobs like that, if you know, he wouldn't survive. The heart attack would kill him. His blood pressure would go up that high. There'd be steam coming out his ears.
Oh, and Casey, you better behave yourself now because your nurse is no longer available. She's gone to England. Peyton's away.
Is she?
Yeah, she's away to
What?
medical corps. She's away to
Oh.
the medical corps.
Like,
Oh. He's heartbroken now.
I know.
Look at him.
No,
Aww.
it's a major thing for wee Peyton. Like,
Did you enjoy the mouth to mouse? Oh, Max. Hello.
She dropped me home, was it last week?
oh aye,
Oh, I tell more.
oh aye, spell the beans.
Nope.
Oh my God, Bill went out with a lass who was just taller than Michelle, and she was a 38k.
Ouch, that must have been so long.
How the fuck was she able to stand upright?
She didn't. She had wheels under her boobs and just wheeled them along.
She needed a wheelbarrow to push them.
That's probably why she was just taller than me. All the gravity's pulled her down.
Yeah, probably. James
Oh
says
my
Casey will be
God.
grand. He's fell out of a bus before.
A 38k, just taller than me.
Casey, that's the thing you'll find about us lot on here. If you're in the slightest bit snowflakish, don't come here on a Sunday night.
We got lost last night for the first time again.
You fell off the bus again?
No, we got a bus last night for the first time.
All right. I hope you stayed away from the fire door at the back.
Aye, the bus driver goes. Who fell off the bus last time? And I goes,
I
me.
don't know.
I go, me. I go, aye, you stay in the middle.
Aye, he's keeping an eye on you.
Bill went deaf.
Guess what happened? Halfway up the alarm went. What was it?
The back door
The
again.
boot. No, the boot.
Oh, for fuck's
They
sake.
thought the drums were away.
Whoops.
Just an update, community service update. The suspected device in the Rosses today was a training grenade.
Why the hell was there a training grenade in the Rosses?
Obviously, somebody from the TA or the military has brought home a training grenade, which is dud. It's just a dud. It's just a piece of metal.
Yeah, and it fell out of their bag or something, probably.
Yeah.
That good.
What's Ross's?
You know, as you go out towards Bali, or we go out to Toom, and I said the little red brick houses.
Oh yeah.
Was it the MVP2? Was the grenade?
Yeah.
One of those ones that always wanted, but you would never actually get it, just in case.
Yeah. And what was that one you were supposed to get last year, Roy? Remember that went missing out of your package? Was it the detonator?
Yeah.
That you bought in the auction from Stu?
Yeah.
Yeah, this thing looked like
Yes.
a proper detonator with a clip switch and everything. Yeah.
Where were you standing in the morning then?
At my front door. At my front door.
Taking pictures then.
Yeah, it's coming straight
Taking
past my
pic-
front door. So.
I won't be on the town tomorrow night, so I'll miss it.
That's alright. I don't need he doesn't need to take pictures of me in the morning. There.
Casey, come on. This is Roy we're talking about. Do you seriously think you're getting off with not getting your picture taken tomorrow night, son?
I'm not
happening.
afraid. I'm not afraid.
If he is out with a camera and you're around, whether you're parading or not, he will get your photo.
He already did one night. That's good. It's good he didn't put it up.
I don't tend to put non-participant pictures up unless I'm asked to. There's a couple from last night. That was the first time I was in Donegal for 26, 27 years.
I suppose it must be about 23. It's easy about 23 years since I was last in Donegal.
It's one of those hidden gems of a place that you forget about, and then when you go, why haven't I been back here more?
I love that place.
Yeah.
Like I actually
Did
love
you
that
take
place.
Were you there when Ballycoo went past?
Yeah.
They were like the last.
Yeah, he was there for the whole parade last night.
I'm not one of these snowflakes that sees a gap in the band and thinks that's a gap in the bands and thinks that's it. So we went up. We had friends who decorated East Street in Donegal. So we went up there and stood with them, and then went back round to Jada's house for a while, for an hour after the parade. And I also went to speak to went to see a house that's got a display in the windows. Went to take a couple pictures of it. And I was talking to a guy from Donegal themselves, and they said, Ballycoo. I take it Ballycoo did too last night.
No, we want to not to do the indoor for charity.
Alright. Because then Drum the Heagles they went rather early at Donegal and then went up to Ballymoney.
No, we only done one parade now. One time for the only a couple of tunes for charity.
That was that 12-hour charity bash.
I had seen there was a lot of people posting about it on Facebook yesterday. Sure, it was Armed Services Day in Lisburn yesterday as well. And then the air show was on in Newcastle too, so there was a lot of stuff on yesterday.
James, I don't travel on buses enough to get a mid or full. That's what I should do. I should just follow behind the Keel bus with a camera out the window.
Oh no. I don't.
See him falling out the back of it when it goes round the corner.
Oh,
Twat.
I tell you, it
Could
goes to
only
me.
happen to you, like.
It goes to me when we were heading up where I fell out. They go, hold Casey, hold Casey. Everybody was round me, holding me.
Right, folks, it's getting to
Only
that
happen to you.
time. 2 hours has went through very quickly.
Mm.
So, Casey, as you're the guest, would you like to say your goodbyes first?
Thanks for watching, and thanks Roy for letting me go on tonight. And I'll probably be on soon.
You're very welcome, Casey. Michelle, do you want to go next?
Thank you for watching.
Wow, how long did it take you to prepare that speech?
All night.
She was writing that the whole way back from Port Rush.
Oh, thanks for watching. Sorry, I'm still a sniffly mess, but oh well, never mind. I'll be better soon.
Bunny?
Yeah, cheers everybody for tuning in. It's been a giggle. We've had a debate. We've had an almost argument, and yeah, we're still laughing.
We don't
I
have
said
arguments,
an
Bunny.
almost argument.
Yeah.
But yeah, no,
We
it was
never
good fun.
have arguments.
It's good fun. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with a healthy debate, is there? Not a damn thing.
Exactly.
I found it quite
Yeah.
hilarious, to be fair.
I know.
It's a bit of entertainment. It's a bit of drama without the drama.
Aye, exactly. See, this is what we do. We hash shit out and it's over and done with then. Sort it. But anyway, thanks everybody for...
Fake news.
Cheers for tuning in, everybody. I'll see you again along with Ask Bucket tomorrow night over on VH Reviews channel on Twitch at
No.
9 o'clock.
No, on Islands in the Clouds.
It's on the Islands in the Clouds channel. Duh.
I'll keep you right, Bunny, about your show, don't worry.
Thank you. Well, at least one of us is adulting tonight. It's certainly not me. Anyway, cheerio, folks. I'll see you tomorrow.
Yes, folks, and don't forget all the rest of the shows that are on from the people that you like to watch. So that's Monday night. You've got Brew, Steve, Dave, and Bunny. Tuesday night you've got Jules, isn't it? She's on the Tuesday night.
Yeah, Jules.
Wednesday night you've the Good Old Boys. Thursday night you've got Victor.
No, Wednesday night. Wednesday night is 3 Men and a Vape Show.
3 Men and a Vape Show. That's it. 3 Men and a Vape Show. Thursday night you've got those 4 unknown little reviewers. Vaping was somebody other.
That's the wee Scottish dude, your bloke from Liverpool, the postman, and him with the beard.
Aye.
Yeah.
The poet.
Yeah, the poet. Then
Little biker.
before that.
That's right, Vaping Biker.
Before that, you've also got what's
Solom.
no David Soul with some DJ
Like a
type
weapon?
cloaking and some Yankee fella.
I'm Mullet Man.
Yeah. Then on Friday night you've got I don't know
Love you,
something
Chris.
you've got the snitches of Snitchwick or something
The twitchy bitches.
That's us.
over on Twitch. So your Monday and your Friday is Twitch. Everything in between is YouTube. Saturday you've got Flat Cap with his new show Reviewer versus Reviewer.
Yeah, we caught about that last night. It was good fun.
And then back on Sunday again, you've got ourselves. You probably got Savs if they're on. They normally go between 8 and
Well,
9.
On a Sunday, the Good Old Boys are on at 5.
Oh, the
They're
Good
on
Old
from
Boys on at 5.
Yeah, they're on usually from 5 till 6.
Then you've got Savs. Then you've got us.
5 till 6, isn't it?
Also, if you're interested, Tenacious TX does his show on a Sunday night as well before Savs.
Yeah, his is a good one to watch too.
So, folks, no matter what you're doing during the week, be safe, stay safe, and if you're not safe, be good at it. And if you're not good at it, buy a pram.
Dummy.
As they say where I come from, if you can't be good, be careful, and if you can't be careful, make sure you don't get caught.
Exactly.
I don't play Fortnite.
Aye, and don't be falling out the back of us.
But yeah, so thank you very much for watching, folks. It's been an absolute giggle again as normal. Oh, forgot Scuba.
Oh yeah, we did. We forgot Scuba on a Friday.
Well, it's most of the
I say
UK
Friday night,
shows.
it's Saturday morning.
Yeah, it's most of the UK shows that we try and promote.
Yeah,
Ian.
but most of us UKers all watch Scuba on a Friday night. Because he's on straight after Salford, so a lot of people just jump on over to his channel as soon as they've stopped watching Salford.
Well, we forgot Salford on a Friday night.
Yeah. Yep.
If you're not in bed,
Aye, if you're not in bed by 10, go home.
yeah, that's my mummy always told me that. But you know, that's us for this. Casey is a classic hazard warning. He is. But yeah. And folks, what do you think of me?
You're not going to live this down, boy. You really aren't.
What do you all think of me? Vape my GNI logo, intro and outro. Not using the cast, you can't see it. The ones that's in the chat
Well,
can see
actually,
it.
we can't.
All right.
But now they've brought that cast ring. Can I say it?
No.
Can I? Tough shit. I'm going to say it anyway. Pish flaps.
I'll take your pish flaps and raise you some roasty toasties.
Hey, that works for me.
Hey, well,
Is there something I need to know about you? You seem to have this obsession with Pishy Willies. Should I
Bill,
be worried?
why is it scary? Why is it scary, Bill? Oh, I'm saying
Pishy
shit.
is shit.
Oh, Bunny, I introduced Michelle and the kids to Pulse tonight.
It's so disgusting.
Kira Ann, actually, Sky loves it.
Oh, it's so
Kind of reminds me of Terminator. I raise you a dirty burger.
Oh, nice one, Bill. Hashtag no mash.